Well, as you can see, we've run out of hay again. So we're gonna come here this morning. Got to get this disc out of the way, get this place swept back up, get all the old hay out of here. My neighbor did some round bales this year, and we're gonna try to do round bales instead of square bales. We're gonna see how it works. So we're gonna try to get the shop cleaned out so we can have enough room to stack all them round bales in here this afternoon. So.
And the round bales are a little bit smaller. They're like 4 foot.
They're not like the 1,000-pound round bales that people normally make. These are like 500 pounds, so they're a little bit smaller, easier to handle. And I think we have them stacked up right here. I think it's work out pretty good. And then what we can do, we can just roll the bale off, bust it open, use the truck or side by side, load it whatever we need, and go put it in whichever pasture we need. So I think it'd be a little bit better than square bales. Be easy for us to handle anyway. So try to get this shop cleaned up a little bit and make some room for it. Probably put it back on the chicken coop, I imagine.
I know, but I want to stick it. I want to clean this spot up.
Well, I want to clean up. Well, let me get that disc out of here first so we can move it out of the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that looks a little bit better. So now we can go get that new load of hay and see how she's going to do 10 round bales this time, see how much they fit in there, and see how they stack on that wall over there and see if we can get that rearranged. But we got to get in here when it gets a little cooler, I guess. Work on getting some more junk out of here and go back over our feed stuff. We have some little mice getting there and tear some of the feed bags up, got a little bit of feed scattered under the pallets there, so get this whole corner cleaned back out, which it don't look terrible, but there's some stuff there we can probably throw away. Some of them old water, some of them old chicken feeders. I don't think they're any good, so we're gonna get rid of some stuff, I think. Kim did run to the feed store yesterday and get us some rye for this winter to plant, and the next couple of weeks I might have to get there and get that done. We didn't got us 8 bags. That way at least we'll have it when I get ready to start planting everything, which it won't be long. Well, waiting for the guy to call me back about getting some hay. He was trying to do a few things this morning, and so he's gonna come back in a little bit. We're gonna run and get that hay. But I thought about it while I'm out here today. It's so pretty. I came back out here. We had that big rain the other day, and it kind of got my rows. They looked all right, but I still didn't like them exactly like they were. So I went out there this morning and reset the healers on the old farm all and redid my rows, and they look pretty good. I think it's getting so late in the season, we're not going to really plant a whole lot, so I got more garden than I need right now. So I went ahead and redone 12 rows, and they look pretty good. And of course, this is what the rows were before, and that rain hit them. Didn't have them exactly like I wanted to begin with anyway, but readjusted that plow this morning, or those healers, and it looked pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is come back over here, and we got a cold planter with that thing, and I don't have the plates for the seeds that I need. So what I'm gonna do with it is The top of the rows is knocked off pretty good right now, where I can take my little hand sower or hand planter that we had last year. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this right here and I'm gonna act like I'm planting, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that to mark my rows and knock the top off, so when I come back to plow, it won't get into what I've planted. So got it hooked up, so I'm gonna see how this thing works. I ain't never used one of these before. I reckon that's right, don't you? I'm gonna set it about right there and see what it does. That first time was too deep, and I think I about got it. I don't know, we'll try it and see. I reckon that looks all right, don't it?
I think it'll work.
Well, I about got it figured out. Not quite. Still trying to figure some adjustments out on it. That first one I had it set way too deep and it messed up a little bit of row, but it's gonna be all right for the time being. But I went back and I got it just about figured out where it would. It's probably gonna make it a lot easier when I come back now with my little hand planter and come back through, because it's already got my little groove cut in the middle, and it should make it a lot easier, I hope, from what it was last year. All that wiregrass never so bad last year, but we got most of it out this year. But now that we got this little groove cut in the middle, I can see where I'm going, and well, that row there kind of got a little wonky there, but other than that, the rest of them look pretty good, so we might go back and get some of this stuff planted this afternoon, I hope. Watch that roll in case it rolls off.
I know.
Oh yeah, it's a lot better. I had to do the spur down.
That's fine. Smart enough. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Hey, put your chairs out tonight.
It's all right. me to help you?
What?
You want me to help you?
Now I'm gonna try to push this up and I'm moving that sideways out of the way. I won't get full with this golf I stack two on top. I can get over here now. And I stack two on the top. I can move that back over when I get back.
Yeah. Well, the bale fell off. It fell off. Huh? It fell off.
Well, we made it back. We ended up going back and getting, got 10 bales to begin with. Decided I better go back and get about 6 more. That should get us through till, I don't know, probably till next cut next year, I bet, because they said there's about 10 bales in each one of these size bales right here, so that will be 160 bales, square bales. So this is how we're going to start loading hay up again, which is not bad. So we can just load in the old Coleman there, and we can kind of measure it out that way, give everybody a truck body load at a time. Yeah, we got to get rid of some cows. We're cow poor right now. Got about 5 that needs to be loaded and carried off them calves. But we got us some hay, and that should last us, like I say, for a right good little while. It's just a little bit different about having to feed. Give them about one more good old healthy pitchfork full. We'll get this to Elmo and them out there in the back. That's some really good hay right there too. Smells good. Maybe one more scoop. You know, Elmo's a hog. I would put a whole bale out there for them, but I'm scared he'd actually roll it through the fences and everything else, and he'd have it tore all to pieces anyway. He think it's a toy. Yep, leave it just like that. All right, let's go and see if they gonna eat this. Oh Lord, you done threw it right on his head.
I can't help it. I didn't want to hear with the pitchfork.
Chunk it on out there. Come on back here behind them a little bit. I reckon they're moving up. It's about like pitching hay in the old days.
I think I do better with my hand.
Oh, them pitchforks give you a little extra reach. Give some down there for Genevieve and old George. They're coming out. They probably have some of that hay right there. Come on, Genevieve, go down the other way. There you go. Oh, yeah. Won't you turn your nose up at that?
You better eat it. Don't you'll not eat it.
George's rooting in it. I don't know. She wants to see what they got up here is what it is. I don't know. You know how she is. George is eating it. He said, I ate some of that. Emma, you happy now? You got some good hay. Oh, God. That good? You might need to give y'all 2 truckloads. What y'all eat? Them 2 little boogers right there need to go in the trailer. On that 3rd one, wherever it's at. Elmo, quit swatting the fence with your tail. Yeah, it's over there behind over there. She's perfect to go on off on the trailer too. She's ready. Yeah, talking about you.
She's pretty.
Well, it's getting late in the day, but we're going to go ahead and try to plant at least some of our spinach seed. Go ahead and get it in the ground. So, sun's going down. It's cooled off from what it was today. So, we're going to try to get at least, well, how many rows are you going to plant? 2 rows of these?
2 rows.
Go ahead and drop me some seeds in there. Let's see if we can get this planted before it gets dark on us. Go ahead and load that thing up.
It won't be that much.
Maybe that'll be enough.
Did you got the right plate in there?
That said spinach, so that's
Okay.
what I'm going to try. Alright, let me get on my little hole where I had my trail at today. Let's see how this is going to do this year. I hope it's better than last year was. I still got my mule string on the front in case I need to get the mule on the front, pull it.
Ha ha ha.
Let's see what she's going to do. Oh, that line in there makes it a little bit easier to go.
Is the seed going out?
Yep, seeds are going out. I see them falling in the trench right there, and it's covering it back up. This is pretty good right here. Yep, might need a little bit more seed too. All right, good bit for that go around.
Let's see if it comes up like some of our older seeds.
I hope it does. That's some old seed there anyway, ain't it?
Yep.
What, about 2 years old?
Probably.
It's still dropping the seed out. This is a whole lot better than it was before. Yeah. That wiregrass was killing us last year. And that coal planter, that gives us a good groove run in too.
Yeah, I just wish the wheel would have stayed flat. It would have been a little bit better. But.
Well, I need to figure out the adjustments on that tractor anyway. I ain't got something adjusted right. But this right here, it's making this part a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
And I can see the seeds falling down, so that's good.
That's what my brother does when he plants turnips. He uses that because it's hard to find a plate with the planters to use to plant the turnips right.
All right, you want to do one more row?
I was going to use the other kind.
Well, let's change this out then. All right, that's it.
That's a lot of spinach.
Yep. Well, we eat a lot of spinach in salads anyway.
Yeah.
You might as well bring the other kind with you.
I got it in my hand.
I guess we're going in.
It's blue.
It might make this row.
It's blue seed, so you probably
It's
can't
hard to
see
see.
it.
It's getting dark.
It's treated.
All right, we got us 4 rows of spinach. That should be enough spinach for probably half a dozen people. Eat all winter. So we'll see if that starts coming up next few days. I don't know how long it'll take for it to start popping up.
Shouldn't take long. The ground's wet and moist.
Yeah, ground's just right now, I think, for it to come up. It's not too wet, not too dry. It's just about right now. So we'll see if it comes up in a few days, see what happens with it. Well, we've about finished up everything, finally. We got all the hay put in the barn, got it stacked, and it's working really good the way we got the round bales. Just get out what we need, carry it to the pasture and drop it out. I do need to get me a hay spear though to go in front of the tractor. Those pallet forks work pretty good, but they keep getting hung in the netting, and sometimes it's hard to get the bale to slide off those pallet forks, and so I couldn't really stack it like I wanted to, but it'll do for the time being. Just about got the farm all figured out with that coal planter. I still don't have something exactly right on it because I couldn't get the back wheel to turn. Like I say, if you're actually going to use that coal planter to plant with, that back wheel needs to turn so it kind of cover everything back up. But it did do a good job on marking the rows, and we got what, 2 rows of spinach planted and
4 rows of spinach.
4 rows of spinach.
Which is different variety of spinach. And then we've got a row of cucumbers, which is half a pickling and half long green cucumbers, and a row of squash with 2 different kinds of squash, and a half a row of zucchini.
And maybe it'll come up. I was out there this afternoon walking through, and Hurricane Helena, whatever it's called, came through, and we didn't really get any damage from it. It kind of flooded the yard a little bit, but nothing to even mention hardly. We did get about 2 inches of rain in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of heavy rain real quick, but I'm hoping it didn't pack my garden down too much because it's pretty hard out right now, but I think it's going to come up and pop through. But the western part of our state really got hit pretty hard, and a lot of the places we like to go to, the mountains, we'll try to go back once a year if we can, and a lot of the places we like to go to pretty much are not there anymore. So say a prayer for them when you get a chance, because they sure need it. I know I've seen some videos of different places where Asheville is pretty much cut off from everybody. All the roads in and out have been washed away, and a lot of local folks and different counties in the state are trying to send some people there to help and take them some supplies and things like that. But they're going to need a lot of help, not just the weeks to come, but the months to come. So I guess that's going to wrap it up for us here again, and going to try to throw some pork chop on the grill, get us a little bit of supper, and try to get things ready for the new week coming up. And again, we appreciate everybody joining us. Tell your friends and neighbors, and we sure hope to see you on the next video.